Man City hit with Rodri injury setback ahead of Chelsea opener. Manchester City will be without Rodri for the start of their Premier League title defence after Pep Guardiola revealed the Spain midfielder has been ruled out of Sunday's opener against Chelsea. The influential 28-year-old has only just returned to training after being forced off at halftime during Spain's 2-1 win against England in last month's Euro 2024 final. While England trio Phil Foden, John Stones and Kyle Walker hope to feature at Stamford Bridge after their post-Euros break, Rodri has not been cleared to return to action. Asked on Friday if Rodri could be involved against Chelsea, Guardiola told reporters, "No chance." Man City hit with Rodri injury setback ahead of Chelsea opener. Manchester City will be without Rodri for the start of their Premier League title defence after Pep Guardiola revealed the Spain midfielder has been ruled out of Sunday's opener against Chelsea. The influential 28-year-old has only just returned to training after being forced off at halftime during Spain's 2-1 win against England in last month's Euro 2024 final. Google News link for all latest news. Follow the Daily Star's Google News channel. While England trio Phil Foden, John Stones and Kyle Walker hope to feature at Stamford Bridge after their post-Euros break, Rodri has not been cleared to return to action. Asked on Friday if Rodri could be involved against Chelsea, Guardiola told reporters, "No chance. He is in training. I don't know, I haven't seen him yet. He feels good. We'll have to see how he feels after training." Rodri's absence is an early blow to City's bid to win a fifth successive Premier League title. City would love to make a strong start to their title defence in West London, but Guardiola admitted fitness issues could hamper them on the opening weekend. Foden, Stones and Walker are not fully fit after only returning to training in midweek following their holidays. "I'm pretty sure they won't be ready for 90 minutes, maybe yes, maybe 15 minutes, Guardiola said. "The important thing is everybody is back and except for Oscar, Bob, the rest are okay." Bob will have surgery on Friday to repair a fractured bone in his leg following a non-contact training ground incident on Wednesday. Guardiola expects the young Norway winger to be sidelined for up to 4 months. "Unfortunately, he had a big impact and got injured," Guardiola said. "He is having surgery this afternoon. Hopefully, it will go well and he will be back in 3 or 4 months. We are so sad for him." Bob's setback follows the recent departure of Argentina forward Julian Alvarez to Atletico Madrid, and Guardiola said he could be forced into the transfer market for replacements. "Maybe or maybe not, we will see," the Spaniard said. "I'm really pleased with the squad I have, we will see. I'm set. We will see what happens in the market. We can continue to January in that way, or maybe we will add some players." Introduction: The impact of Rodri's injury. Immediate concern: An overview of the situation, highlighting the significance of Rodri's role in Manchester City and why his injury ahead of a crucial match against Chelsea is a major setback. Key questions: Posing the critical questions that will be addressed in the article. How will this injury affect City's strategy? Who will replace Rodri? What does this mean for the season ahead? 1. Rodri's role in Manchester City's system. Tactical importance. A detailed analysis of Rodri's role as a defensive midfielder in Pep Guardiola's system, focusing on his contributions to ball recovery, distribution, and overall defensive stability. Statistical impact. Examination of Rodri's statistics from previous seasons to illustrate his importance. Tackles, interceptions, passing accuracy, and overall influence on the game. Game management. How Rodri's ability to control the tempo of matches is critical, especially in high-stakes games like the one against Chelsea. 2. The timing of the injury. Pre-season preparations. Discussion on how this injury disrupts Manchester City's pre-season plans and their preparation for the Chelsea match. Impact on early fixtures. Analysis of how Rodri's absence might affect Manchester City's performance not only against Chelsea but also in subsequent fixtures. Comparison with past injuries. Reflection on previous instances when Manchester City lost key players to injury and how the team adapted. 3. Potential replacements for Rodri. Calvin Phillips. A look at Calvin Phillips as a likely replacement, examining his strengths, weaknesses, and how he fits into Guardiola's system. Ilkay Gundogan. if applicable if still with the club, exploring how Gundogan might step into a deeper role, considering his versatility and experience. Youth options. Discussion of younger players who could be given a chance, such as Rico Lewis or another academy graduate, and what risks or opportunities this presents. Tactical adjustments. Possible shifts in tactics that Guardiola might employ to mitigate Rodri's absence, such as altering formations or adopting a different style of play. Point 4. Chelsea's response to Rodri's absence. Tactical exploitation. Analysis of how Chelsea might adapt their strategy to take advantage of Rodri's absence, including pressing higher or targeting the midfield. Key battles. Identification of key battles on the pitch, especially in midfield, and how the absence of Rodri could shift the balance in favor of Chelsea. Historical context. Reflection on past encounters between Chelsea and Manchester City where midfield battles were decisive, and how this injury could influence the outcome. 5. Psychological impact on Manchester City. Team morale. Exploration of how Rodri's injury could affect team morale and the psychological state of the squad as they prepare for a high-profile match. Leadership and responsibility. Who in the team might step up to fill the leadership void left by Rodri, particularly in maintaining composure and control in midfield. Guardiola's mindset. Insight into how Pep Guardiola typically responds to such setbacks and what his approach might be in motivating the team. Point 6. Impact on Manchester City's title defense. Long-term concerns. Discussion on the potential long-term impact if Rodri's injury is severe, including how it could affect City's title defense over the course of the season. Comparisons with rivals. Analysis of how this setback might give an edge to rivals like Arsenal, Liverpool, or Manchester United, who could capitalize on City's weakened midfield. Squad depth. Evaluation of Manchester City's squad depth and how it might help them cope with Rodri's absence in both domestic and European competitions. Point 7. Fan reactions and expectation. Supporter sentiment. Exploring how Manchester City fans are reacting to the news of Rodri's injury, including concerns, expectations, and the general mood ahead of the Chelsea match. Social media impact. Analysis of discussions on social media, including key fan forums, and how this is shaping the narrative around Manchester City's prospects. Support for replacements. Gauging fan confidence in potential replacements for Rodri and whether they believe the team can adapt successfully. Point 8. Media and pundit reactions. Expert opinions. Compilation of quotes and analysis from football pundits and experts regarding the significance of Rodri's injury and its potential impact on the Chelsea match. Media coverage. Overview of how the media is covering this story, including different narratives that are emerging and their influence on public perception. Predicted outcomes. Predictions from pundits on how Manchester City might fare against Chelsea without Rodri and the possible repercussions. For the rest of the season. Point 9. Pep Guardiola's tactical masterclass. Guardiola's tactical genius. A deep dive into how Guardiola has historically overcome similar setbacks and what innovative strategies he might employ this time. In-game adjustments. Potential in-game adjustments Guardiola could make if the midfield struggles without Rodri, including substitutions and tactical tweaks. Guardiola versus Chelsea. Analysis of Guardiola's record against Chelsea and how his tactical nous could still give Manchester City an edge despite Rodri's absence. Point 10. Broader implications for Manchester City. Impact on transfer market strategy. How Rodri's injury might influence Manchester City's approach to the transfer market, particularly if the injury is long-term. Youth development opportunities. Discussion on how this setback could accelerate the development of younger players if they are thrust into more prominent roles. Building resilience. Reflection on how Manchester City's response to this challenge could shape the team's character and resilience throughout the season. Conclusion. Navigating the road ahead. Final thoughts. Summarizing the key points discussed in the article and offering a perspective on how Manchester City might navigate the challenges posed by Rodri's injury. Looking forward. Speculating on what the future holds for Manchester City, both in the immediate aftermath of the Chelsea match and in the longer-term context of the season. Call to action. Encouraging fans and readers to share their thoughts on how Manchester City should adapt to this setback and what they expect from the team moving forward. This outline provides a comprehensive framework for a 6,000-word article that would explore every facet of Rodri's injury and its potential impact on Manchester City as they prepare for the Chelsea opener. Each section would be expanded with detailed analysis, statistics, quotes, and commentary to create a thorough and engaging read.